Here's the three phases of creation, insofar as you're concerned. They're the three phases. You start out with fantasy. Everything began as a fantasy. This hotel was nothing but a fantasy. The clothes you're wearing. Consider that you're acting. You're an actor. Now you may say, well, I've never acted. Well, you're acting all the time. You become the actor, and you act, in your own mind. You can be doing this in a crowded subway, and you see yourself in that role. You see yourself actually doing it. Okay? You build the fantasy. Just play with that. You may fool around with that for a week or two. Just keep, until you start to become familiar with going there. And you'll find you can go there in a millisecond just like that. Now, keep this in mind. As you're building that fantasy, you're tucking it into cells in your brain. Now, when you think of it, all those cells are activated and the picture flashes on the screen of the mind. See, the intellectual factor of imagination was used to build the fantasy. Now you're going to theory. Now you activate the reasoning factor. And you start to change this from fantasy into something that's intellectual. It's real in your mind. And you start to describe it. You start to put it in words. And each word represents a picture. So what you're doing is you're painting your picture now in words. That's what a book is. It's a picture painted in words. You're going to be taking the goal and you're going to plant it in the garden of the mind. That part of you is a part of everything. That's the infinite side of you. And get this, it operates one way. It is totally deductive. In other words, exactly what you plant, that's what you're going to get. Now, when you plant it there and you understand this, that's when it begins to move into form and becomes a fact. So you go from fantasy to theory to fact. So you're always growing and moving to a higher plane. That is the creative process.
I hope you enjoyed this video. We put a lot of good information up here, and it causes everything in your life to get better. If you'd like us to notify you every time we put a new video up, hit subscribe and then turn on notification. Check out all our videos, and we will notify you when we put a new one up.